welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. So today I am going to be doing a kind of smaller declutter. If you're here to see like a big, giant, crazy transformation, this probably isn't going to be satisfying, but there are definitely some things in my collection, some categories that I really need to go through and declutter some stuff that I'm not using, and especially stuff that's like liquids and creams that are gonna go bad. I need to go through them. So yes, that's what we're gonna do today. My goal is to do foundations, concealers, and lip products. So let's see how far we get. I don't know if this will be in parts or if it's gonna be all one. So yeah. Let's get started. I am going to start with foundations. I've got all my foundations down here on the ground. So when I put everything down and I looked at it, I kind of feel like there's not a lot that I'm going to get rid of. My intentions were good, but then I'm looking at things and I'm like, but I love this, but I love this. But anyway, okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with the things I'm definitely not going to get rid of. So this is the Tarte C Hydroflex Serum Foundation. I have mentioned this many times on my channel. It's an amazing serum foundation, super lightweight, definitely more on the dewy side, but really, really beautiful for those of you who have dry skin. I don't have dry skin, but I still really like it. I got the shade 25N, light medium neutral. It's literally perfect for my skin, like more towards the spring and summer. Right now, it's probably a little too dark on me, but I'm definitely gonna keep this one. Okay, and then I have two of the Beauty Blender Bounce Liquid Whip Longwear Foundation. This is, again, look how clean this is. Isn't that nice? Ugh. This is, again, one of my most favorite foundations. Yeah, I use it all the time. I have the shade 2.20N/O. It really does a really good job of matching my skin with an olive undertone. Now, this has been discontinued and I did find my shade at TJ Maxx, so I bought a backup. I think I am gonna keep both of these. This one is almost done. Like, I'm pretty sure there's less than half left in here. Not that I can really tell, but it has to be based on how much I've used it, and it feels pretty light. So I'm gonna keep both of these because I do love this foundation and it's discontinued, so I am gonna keep the backup as well. This is a really new one to my collection. This is the Flower Get Real Serum Foundation. I have mine in the shade Nude L3. I did just do a full face of Flower Beauty. I've only used this once, so I am gonna keep this so that I can keep using it. The color match on me is really good, and in that video, when I wore it, I thought it was super dewy on me, but as soon as I set it, it looked so pretty on my face. Like, it looked really skin-like. It wasn't too dry. It wasn't too dewy. It was just like that perfect satin, light to medium coverage. It was really nice. It lasted pretty well on me, so I'm excited to continue to use this. Okay, two that I'm definitely going to get rid of are the Maybelline Matte and Poreless and Dewy and Smooth. I have them both in the shade 118 Light Beige. These are just so old, like so old that I really should not be putting them on my face. With that being said, I really like these foundations. They're really nice, medium coverage. One says matte and one says dewy, but I feel like they're both pretty like satiny. I don't know, I really like them a lot, but they're so old. I really should not be using them. So these are going in the trash. By the way, everything that I get rid of, if it's really, really old, I'm throwing it out because I'm not gonna give that away to somebody. But if it's something that's like just not for me and is pretty new and I could pass it along, then I am gonna pass it on to family and friends. All right, this one, this is not that old. Maybe it's a couple of years old. This is the Revlon Candid Photo Ready Natural Finish Foundation. This is in the shade 310 Butterscotch. First of all, the shade is too dark for me. And second of all, I didn't love this foundation, honestly. It is a little dry looking on the skin. It's just not my favorite. And I have other ones that I like so much more that I need to use. So I am going to pass this on to somebody else. I think it probably is, well, it says 24 months. Let me smell it. It doesn't smell bad. So I'll try to pass it on to somebody else. This is something that's pretty new to my collection. This is the LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment. This is a really cool product. It is a blue mixing pigment that you can use to put into any foundations that might be too warm for your skin to neutralize them and cool them down. I absolutely love this. I have used this a couple times now, and I feel like it really does the job of neutralizing a foundation, so I'm definitely gonna keep this. This foundation is one of my most favorite foundations ever. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. It is so beautiful. It's literally like a perfect foundation. It's satin and it's medium to full coverage. I teach ballroom dancing, and when I do competitions and stuff, I use this foundation because I just feel like it lasts so well on the skin, even when you're sweating, even like through dancing, it lasts. The problem is with this is A, it's very old, and B, the color is way too dark on me. Way too dark on me. And so I think I need to buy this in a lighter shade. So I have the shade 465. It's just too dark on me. I mean, it might work in the summer, but it's old. It needs to go, and I need to repurchase it in a lighter shade. The next one is the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear Light Airbrush Finish Foundation. This is a really good full coverage matte foundation. Again, probably I could use this for dancing. I have mine in the shade 842 medium beige. This is right now way too deep on me. But for the summertime, probably going to be nice. And it is like a matte foundation, which I like for the summertime. So again, I don't sweat it off. I just purchased this last year, so I am going to keep it. Try to get some use out of it once I'm a little tanner than I am now. Okay, I have 3 of the IT Cosmetics CC creams. This is probably one of my top 3 foundations of all time. I've loved it for years. Medium coverage, skin-like, incredibly long wearing, beautiful on the skin. I really love this foundation. Now, I have 2 of the shades light and 1 medium. So medium is good for me in the summer and light is good for me every other time of the year. So this little one has this much left. Like, you see where that little thing is? That's how much is left. It's almost gone. So I am going to use this up, and I just bought a brand new full-size light last year. So I'm going to keep these. And then the medium one, I am going to declutter because I've had this for a couple of years now and it's very old. So if I am going to want this for the summertime, I'll just repurchase it, probably in a mini if I can. And I am going to get rid of this one because it is definitely too old. All right, this is the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. This is in the shade True Beige Buff. I'm pretty sure that they have discontinued this, which is a shame because it is a beautiful skin tint. This is probably one of the first skin tints I have tried, but it is just beautiful, light coverage, really beautiful on the skin. Again, not too dewy, not too matte, just like that perfect satin natural coverage. This color is beautiful on me right now, and I like this as a mix-in if I want to A, lighten a foundation up, or B, if I want to sheer the coverage out a little bit. So I'm definitely going to keep this one. Okay, so this is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. This is another skin veil. I definitely like this one less than the NYX one. This is in the shade light medium. It's right there. It was really hard to find. Light medium. So, you know, I really am not 100% sure of my feelings on this. My skin is combination. Like, sometimes it's oily, sometimes it's dry, sometimes it's normal. You know, I don't know. When my skin is oily, this is a little too slippery and it breaks up on me a lot. I'm going to keep testing this. I'm going to try to put this right on my top drawer of my desk and get a lot of use out of it so I can form my thoughts on it and let you guys know. So yeah, I'm going to keep it for now. Okay, this foundation is beautiful. I haven't used it in a really long time. Again, I need to put this in my top drawer. This is the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. I have mine in the shade Nude. This is a beautiful olive undertoned foundation, which you don't get very often. It is a gorgeous medium to full, but it is a really beautiful foundation and I have not used it in a really long time. I'm going to use it. I'm putting it in my top drawer. Okay, this is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation and Concealer. This I have only used once. I used it in a video not too long ago. I have mine in the shade light to medium. Right now it is way too dark on me. You're sensing a trend. I feel like in my mind, I'm way tanner than I actually am. I tend to buy foundations way too deep for myself. I'm going to keep this only because I have only used it once, so I want to use it a couple more times. From what I remember, I really didn't love it. It looked too heavy on my skin. It just looked kind of thick and cakey, but I've only used it once, so I'm going to give it another chance when I get a little more tan. Okay, this one is a new one in my collection, but it is gorgeous, gorgeous, especially on those days where I am more oily. This is the Born This Way Matte Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light Beige. The color match is really good on me. It is just like a flawless looking foundation. You just look airbrushed and it lasts all day. Now, if you have dry skin, probably not going to be the best for you because it's definitely matte. But if you have more oily skin, or if you like a really matte foundation, this is beautiful, like beautiful. So I'm definitely keeping this. And I may purchase the full size when I finish this up. We'll see. Okay, so this is the Misha BB Cream, and this is in the shade number 23. I did buy this on recommendation from Jessica Braun. She raves about it, how much she loves it. She definitely does prefer more of like a dewier look than I do. And I wore this, I think a couple days ago for the first time in a really, really long time. And it was nice. I mean, it definitely is very dewy. So if you like that kind of, hydrated look, you probably would like this. I'm not crazy about it. I'm going to put it in my top drawer of my desk and I'm going to get a little more use out of it and see how I feel. It is more of like a light to medium coverage. It is a BB cream. And this color in particular, number 23, is super gray toned. Now, once you blend it into the skin, I feel like it blends in okay. But I don't know if you can tell, it's very, very gray. So the color for me is not the best thing in the world, but you know what? I am going to give it one more chance and put it on my top drawer of my desk and see if I can get a couple more uses out of it. This is another new one to my collection. This is the Milani Screen Queen Natural Finish Foundation. I have mine in the shade 260 Warm Bisque. First of all, the color is off. It's too dark and too orange, but if I mix it with the LA Girl blue pigment, it's perfect. I really like this foundation. It is medium coverage. It's very natural satin finish. It's really nice, actually. It feels lightweight on the skin. Now, I had thought that this was discontinued, but I still see it at my Walmart. I still see it at the drugstore when I go to the drugstore. I still see it online. So I don't think that it's discontinued because I still see it. So I'm going to continue to use this and I've been enjoying it a lot. Okay, another OG fave of mine is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. This has been one of my favorites for a really long time. I heard that this was being discontinued, but I still see this at my Walmart. Like, it's still there. So I don't know, maybe they're just like getting rid of the stock that they have or something, but they have it. So I have two of the shades MN4, which is like my summer shade. See, I did buy this at Marshall's for $3.99. Check your Marshalls. And then I also have the shade Light Neutral 3, LN3. This is more for like, not the summertime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the one that's sealed up. I am going to get rid of the Medium Neutral 4 that is open because I've had this for years, literal years. And again, I should not be putting this on my face. That will be going in the trash. There is not even a point to smell this because it smells terrible, brand new. It smells horrendous. That is the downside. But it is a beautiful, again, more dewy medium coverage foundation. It is a beautiful look to the skin. So I will keep the light one and I'm going to put this in my top drawer. And I will keep the medium one that is sealed up. All right, we just have 4 more left here. So I have the Oma by Sharon C Flawless in Real Life Skin Perfecting Foundation. This is one that is sold at Walmart that just came out last year. It's a good foundation. Is it one of my favorites? No, but I like it. And I've gotten pretty good use out of it. The color match is nice. It might be right now a little too deep for me, but as it starts to get a little bit warmer and I'm outside more, it probably is going to start to match me a little better. What shade do I have? Fair Lady T6. So I am going to keep this one. This is a good, again, satin finish. Like medium coverage satin finish is my sweet spot, like exactly what I want. Okay, and then I have the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I have mine in the shade 240W. This one is almost done. It's getting there. Do I love this foundation? I don't love it. It's okay. It's fine. I'm probably going to just use it up and then I would not repurchase it, to be honest with you. Some people say it's a dupe for the It Cosmetics CC cream. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I will use it up, and yeah, I won't repurchase it when it's done. Okay, another one of my most favorites is the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. This is in the shade 090 Neutral Suede. This is probably almost done as well. I absolutely love this foundation. It's one of my favorites. It says hydrating, but I would again call it more like satin. It's not super dewy, light to medium coverage. The color is gorgeous on me. I absolutely love this foundation, highly recommend it. Okay, the Rare Beauty Foundation. So this is another one. I'm tempted to declutter this only because I don't love it. I feel like sometimes it looks nice and sometimes it looks like super greasy on my skin. And with all the foundations that I have, I will not really reach for this. There's just not a reason for me to, and I have all these other ones that I like much more. So I think I am going to declutter this one. Just crazy. I didn't think I would, but I just know I'm not going to reach for this, especially when I don't feel like I can rely on it. I don't see why I would reach for it. Okay, so at the very last minute, I actually added the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation in LN3. I'm not gonna use it. I am a little sketched out by that it could have gone bad, like I've had it for a long time. So I'm gonna keep 19 foundations and I'm decluttering 8. So again, wasn't that exciting. It wasn't like a big giant declutter, but I'm glad at least to get this out of the storage spot where I keep my foundations. It's gonna give more room for me to store what I've got and maybe add in 1 or 2 more new foundations this year. So yes, okay, let's go to concealers. I don't have a ton of concealers, but I'm definitely going to get rid of a lot of them. Not that many concealers because I am a concealer snob. I really don't try a lot of concealers because I judge them too harshly. I go, yeah, I know I'm not gonna like that, so I don't wanna try it. So it's kind of true. There's not many that I like, so most of these are gonna go. So first of all, I know I'm getting rid of these. I hate these concealers. I don't know why everybody loves them so much. I find them to be so strange and so gross on my skin. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealers. I have mine in the shades 330 and 350. You guys, these are like paint. They go on so thick. They do not dry down. I feel like they stay tacky and they just are so cakey on my skin, at least. Like they like sit on top of my skin. They don't blend into my skin. These gotta go. They gotta go. I don't like them. I don't want them. So I am a Tarte Shape Tape stan. I just am. I know it's like a polarizing type of product. People love it or they hate it. I love it. I love it. I feel like it's the only concealer I found that is full coverage and literally does not move at all day once you set it. Now, yes, it can be quite drying under the eyes. I don't really care and I don't mind it, but I do also like to mix more hydrating concealers with my Tarte Shape Tape. And I find like that is the perfect little concoction if I can get it. So I have 3 shades. I have light medium beige in a mini, light neutral, and light beige. So this one is empty. Like it's kind of, yeah, it's dried out. So this is gonna go, that's going in the trash. And then these 2 I'm gonna keep, and both of these are almost done actually. So this is light neutral. I like to use more for my face, and light beige I like to use under my eyes because light beige has like a pinky tint to it and I like that it counteracts any kind of darkness. So I'm gonna keep these. And then I have the Tarte Ultra Creamy, and this is in light beige as well. I like this as a mix-in. I don't like it by itself at all, but as a mix-in with the regular Tarte Shape Tape, I like it a lot, so I'm gonna keep this. Okay, this is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the regular one, not the hydrating one. I like the hydrating one as a mixer. This one's okay. I have mine in the shade Medium Peach. The color on this is weird. I haven't used it in a really long time. It's actually very old. It needs to go anyway. It's definitely very, very, very warm, like super orange. I'm remembering now. It's too warm for me. It makes my under eyes look orange, so I am gonna throw this one out. Okay, these 2 I really like, and they've come out of nowhere for me because I've heard about them for so long, but just the concealer snob in me judged them so harshly that I didn't believe the hype. But the hype's real. I really like both of these a lot. This one I just used in my full face of Flower Beauty, and I've been using it every day since as a mix-in. And I've used it on its own a couple times. For me personally, I need more coverage, so I like to mix this with other concealers. But if you're looking for like medium coverage, you probably would like this. It stays put pretty well, but it's not like overly drying. And the Milani Conceal and Perfect is very close to the Tarte Shape Tape. It's definitely more of a full coverage. It is a little more on the matte side like Tarte Shape Tape. It is a little more on the drying side, but it's a good drugstore alternative in my opinion. So in the Flower Beauty, I have the shade Fair, and in the Milani, I have the shade 125 Light Natural. Good color matches for me as well. Okay, this one. Can you see what color? It's like orangey, peachy. No. This is the Revlon Candid Photo Ready. It looks like it's going to be a squeezy tube, but then it's a doe fit. And the coverage on this, again, is more medium coverage, which for me, I don't want. And the color is just weird. So I don't want this one anymore. Same thing with this NYX one. This is the NYX, look, there's so much hair everywhere. This is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer, okay? This again is like bright pink, bright peach. It could be a good color corrector, but yeah, look at that. Wow, that's weird. So it's gotta go. This is the Essence Camouflage Plus Matte Concealer. This is a very strange concealer. It is very matte. It's quite drying, but it's very thin and not full coverage. I would not recommend this one. I really didn't like how it made my under eyes look. It didn't provide coverage and it made my eyes look dry. So there's no plus there. And the scent on this is so strong. I feel like a lot of Essence products have that perfumey scent, and this has a perfumey scent. It's very strange. I don't recommend it and I don't want it. And then my last concealer is, I love this Born to Glow from NYX. This is in the shade Light Ivory. This is really good as, again, a more hydrating mix-in, but also on a no makeup day where you want just like a little bit of medium coverage that looks very natural underneath the eyes. Again, I think this is being discontinued. I don't love the sponge tip applicator, but other than that, this is a beautiful concealer. I actually really, really like it a lot. Okay, so I am keeping 6 concealers and I am decluttering 7 concealers. Beautiful, wonderful. I want to look at my makeup products and feel like I want to use them. Like I'm excited to use them. Not like trying to dig through things that I'm just like, nope. Like I want the things that I want to use and that I'm excited to use. And all of these concealers, apart from all the hair that's attached to them, are really ones that I want to use. So I'm very excited.